flirtatious by nature.
Mm-hmm.
So is that cheating?
No, if you know, it's not flirting. It's just if you're flirtatious by nature and you're not moving. I'm talking. People are out here having full blown
text relationships
with people, emotionally ready. To me, giving somebody being with someone emotionally is just as bad as being with someone.
Okay, it's even more
so.
Flirtation is cheating, but
it leads to it.
It leads. It's inappropriate.
So it shouldn't
right.
even be done.
Yeah, it's inappropriate.
If you can't share, even you can't come home and share with me. Then it's cheating.
It's cheating.
Okay. But what if he got you off of flirtation?
Yeah, exactly. Because a lot of us got to committed.
Yeah, was he committed to anyone at that time? If he was that way. Yeah, was he? You know what I'm saying? And honestly, he could have been.
He could have been because you'll never know.
And you don't know what nowadays social media. Somebody could come on there and put some hearts. Your dude could post a picture or something like that.
Well, we can talk about social media.
It's on here. Hearts, and he could put back kissy face, and we go on. Who is that? You better. I just feel like sometimes it's just a part of the world. Like I don't feel like.
But does it make it okay? It's still to me. If he's in a relationship, it's not cheating, but it's inappropriate.
Yeah, inappropriate behavior.
If you're putting heart eyes and you're in a relationship and you know your girlfriend is going to be sensitive to that, then you have to be mindful of that.
And you have to check people. If you care about her feelings, then you have to say, hey, fall back. Right. You know, my girl's on here. It's inappropriate for you to send me kissy faces. Right. I mean, because
relationships are hard.
Relationships are hard. And then nobody's abiding by them. No. The thing is, there's a lot of rules that nobody fucking following none of the rules.
Okay, you say to me, how would you? I mean, what do you think about that?
No, I mean, I agree. I agree that but I'm just like. To me, some things are just not that serious.
Thank you. That's what I say.
Yeah.
It's not that
you know what I mean?
To me, I think I'm not going to be. First of all, I'm not going to be mad over social media kissy face because social media. Let me tell you, social media to me is the devil. I just think you should not live your relationships on social media. That's just me personally.
Right.
I have to build a brand, so I'm on social media a lot. But I don't put. You've never seen the picture of me and a man on social media,
right.
and you probably won't. I don't even care if I'm married because some things I just want to keep private. I just want to hold on to that part of my life because everybody that I'm friends with on social media, I'm not friends with in real life. You know, they're not my friends, and I don't need to impress anyone. I don't need to say, oh, I went on vacation with this person to impress people I don't even know. That's not important to me. But that seems to be the way of social media.
Right in his inbox.
So it makes him more attractive. So everybody's doing like everything you're doing, you're putting it, advertising it, and then you're wondering why somebody's hitting up your girl or somebody hitting up your man. So, oh shit, you with him? Because I was just with him.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's how
that's how that shit started. Because had you not kept your shit to yourself, kept that relationship private and sacred, then you wouldn't be having.
But wait a minute though. But see, that could work in both ways though. Because what if something else is going on? It's
you do want to
you
do want to know.
And somebody come and be like, well, I went out with such and such a couple of weeks ago. I mean,
do you believe her?
Well, if you show me proof, if you can give me proof,
right?
And we as women know, if it's true or not.
Right.
So if you show me proof, and I know, you know what I'm saying? Because really, honestly, I don't know any females who has time to just sit on social media and lie.
Right.
Saying, I was with your man.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I think if a woman comes to you, there's some truth to what she's saying.
Right.
If a female comes to
me, you better come correct.
But it's up to us. Are we going to
believe it or not? And what are you going to do with it? And if you go searching, don't go searching if you're not ready to deal with what you find.
With the truth.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Lisa.
No, you're good.
It's like as soon as you post that picture of this, I mean. Right then, everything good in the beginning.
Yep.
After a couple months, you like his dirty ass. But as soon as you post a picture of his dirty ass, somebody else want them.
Exactly.
Nobody don't want their ass until you want them.
But it's always that way. But with social media, but with social media, they was probably sliding into his DM all that time. Social media is I'm telling you, it's the devil.
I'm a perfect example
of
the
living proof of what has happened using social media as exposing my relationship and learning what type of person he really was and not realizing that the way we met is how we broke up. And
that happens a lot.
The fact that he fed off of social network just to give him life. I didn't realize, I mean, our connection was, we can joke on Facebook and Joan and joke around and we can take it and we can laugh like that. And that was our connection. And then not realizing that was his whole, he didn't know how to let go of that belt of Facebook. And times of sitting there together and you're on your phone and just that constant need of that attention from Facebook, like, or social network. Like, why are we together? And it was just a whole big, like you said, if we never advertised it the way we did, I don't think things would have went down the way they did. Right. And that was a mistake. I don't ever want to deal with nobody that's on social network ever again.
Did y'all ever talk about
not to that degree, anyway. Right. At least not to that degree, because
use it to validate
if they validate themselves, right? You don't want someone, and that's the thing. You don't want. It is a fact. If you dating someone who needs that validation from social media, and it makes them feel important, then you don't. That's not going to work.
Right. Me broadcast advertising you got people in your inbox because you wouldn't notice like that before. You was not noticed because when the marriage came on, your friends was like, "Oh, you got married, and she must have calmed you down," and all of these things that I did not know.
Right,
but got it. I found out a lot about you on social network, not because
we were together.
Right. Right. Do you think because you let me ask you this, and if you can let me know if you want to talk about it or not, because you got married so fast, and because y'all moved so fast, the relationship kind of you fell real hard, real fast. Do you think that did anything come from that? Would you do it if you had to do it all over again? I guess is my question. Would you do it the same way? Would you be willing to jump into something so fast and move as
because
fast?
I would look for different flags.
Okay.
Now he showed flags, but he also showed a manipulative side too. So I got confused with that.
Right. And it's easy to be confused.
And it is. And so, I mean, I wouldn't say I wouldn't do it again. I just know that I would not
do it differently.
I would do it totally different.
Yeah.
I would do it totally different.
Yeah. I just think we do sometimes have to be more aware and more open and just speak up too when you see those red flags. Don't just sweep them under the rug because you want a relationship, and sometimes it's easy to be in love with the idea of being in love than it actually is being in love, because yes, it's quick to be all over social media. I love him, this is my soulmate, this is my man, we're forever, and you don't even know him because
look at that show, we on the video getting married live,
right? We're all over, we're live on social media getting married, we getting proposed, everybody's showing everything of their relationship all on social media, and the whole time your partner isn't even being faithful. Like,
they sitting back looking like,
right. And you're in the chill when you knew. And I don't ever want to be that person. Somebody be like, "Oh, girl, I don't want to get that phone call." I don't want to be the one who get that message and be like, "Yeah,
I think relationships should stay off of social media.
I just think they should stay off of social media.
I saw a thing today that said, if you allow social media to ruin your relationship, that you never had a relationship from the beginning. And I believe that. Because if you're going to allow something like a social site dictate your marriage, then there was no marriage. There's no relationship. Because this is social media. We're two humans.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
When you're in a relationship and you know that you all are living right by one another, then I'm sure it could do fine on social media. But that's just true. But when you're living foul, then that's when you got the issues, right? The marriages that are being true to one another, they're good on social media. Right. But even in that sense, even if me and my partner are true to each other, I still don't want every part of my life displayed
and it probably wouldn't
on social media.
If you're in a good relationship, and
you wouldn't need to. You wouldn't need to.
You
wouldn't need to.
Because who are you proving it?
It's just like because the people you need, the people who are trying to prove things to us on social media are the people who are really not happy.
Exactly. Right. But you know what? I'm not going to say because there are couples that I know that they do post occasionally them.
No,
and
occasion is fine.
Say that,
I didn't say occasion. We're not talking about occasionally. I say occasion is fine. I'm saying those who always live it, life. That social media validates their whole marriage, their whole being. That's a different story.
A birthday picture is my baby's birthday picture. Birthday, happy birthday, happy anniversary.
Those kind of things. I mean, and happy anniversary is great only if your partner is on social media. And it kills me people who be like, happy anniversary, and but listen, your man not even who you saying it to. You can't just tell your man, and you tell him to tell him.
Did you wake up this morning to him?
Tell him. So for me, I'm sorry. It's a pet peeve. It bothers me, and that's why I don't be on Facebook, because it drives me crazy. Damn it! Stop saying happy birthday to your man who ain't on social media. He don't know. He ain't seen it.
And we're not going to say happy birthday. If we do say happy birthday, is he going to hear it?
Yeah, he's not going to see it. Right. He ain't going to see it because he ain't on goddamn social media. So stop it. I don't like it. So anyway, let's just move on.
Right.
Let's talk about relationships and bank accounts, y'all. So would you all do, and when you guys were married, you two, did you all have joint accounts? Would you do a joint account with someone you're not married to?
I opened up a separate one on the side. But
yeah, like he has his own, I have mine, and then we have one.
A household one?
Yeah, a household, and it was a savings for us. We both have, the same, everything goes into that account. He has his, I have mine.
You married?
Would you?
No, we're not married, but...
No, I said either or. Whether you guys, when you were married or if you're single, would you do that with someone you just in a relationship
But
with?
it would have to be someone that, like him. We've been together for quite some time.
Right.
But it not just,
somebody you just...
person.
Yeah, no.
And when you're just not new into the relationship, you wouldn't do it.
No,
right.
I wouldn't do that.
No.
So,
but I don't know if I ever understood in a marriage my money and her money. I mean, his money and her money.
Yeah.
Why isn't it our money?
Yeah.
So.
I agree with that too.
I would always want mine. My mother told me always have your own. Mm-hmm. You can have one with your partner or your husband, but always have your own.
Okay. So, but if your partner need it, you have your own. Your partner, you have your joint, and you have your separate. And if something comes up, and your partner needs something, some tires or something, do you go to your own and share?
But then she's saying it's supposed to be you. So your money is my money. So if I need
tires, right?
Baby, I'm going to money. Okay, so
if you have a account that I'm not
agree with, okay. When she says that she has a separate outside of what y'all got together. Do you look at that as so you anticipate breaking up?
No. I think that so what we did when I was married is that I had mine, he had his, we had ours, but we agreed on a certain amount from his paycheck that goes into this one. And then if I wanted to go to lunch with my girlfriends or something, I don't have to pull from that pot.
Right.
Yeah. But it's, it's an equal.
But if he needed it, if you're there, it's ours at that point. You're still my partner, right? So yes, and even in a relationship, I'm that way. If I'm dating someone, I had this conversation with my manager and some guys at work. So I needed one set of guys who's going to agree with me, and the cheap guys who's going to not agree with me. So I was just saying, like, if we're dating and I need tires, and I say, hey, I need some tires. Can you get? I don't have it. Can you get tires? And the two guys said, I would say yes, I would loan you the money. I said, we're in a relationship and loan.
Right.
I said, what loan?
That's a flag.
That's a flag. Yeah. I'm breaking up. No, I'm not breaking up, but it's a flag. I have to think about those things because why would you need to loan me money? Because let me tell you, female or not, we're in this together. If my man needed tires and I had the money,
but then they probably may feel like I don't have it, but I'll let you. I may not have.
No, these guys. No, and the guys I'm asking, I'm saying if you're in a situation and you have it, we're not talking about if you don't have it.
Right.
We're not talking about those kind of guys. We're talking about guys who are well established, have money, and there's not even anything for them. Those kind of guys.
Well, a well-established man. If I'm dating a man and he's,
I just feel like you should already. I shouldn't have to ask. I feel like if you see that need tires, you should just.
I was getting ready to say that, and see that's what I'm saying as far as like a marriage. If you happen to see my car and it's real dirty and you notice, damn, one of your tires are bald.
Right.
I'm honestly, because I've had this happen in a past relationship, where's your keys? I'm going to take your car.
I missed that. Where is that? Yeah.
I should not have to ask you.
I should not have to
take my car to get my tire fixed.
And that's what I was telling them. And we had this discussion. And so the guys who agreed, they was like, well, borrowed loan? No, you shouldn't have to loan. And yes, without saying. And one guy was like, shoot, I've done more than that. I paid tuition for it. It wasn't even my kids. Whatever they needed. Because if we're in this, we're in it. Right. It doesn't matter what you need. It doesn't matter who gives it. It doesn't matter, I'm not going to loan you money because we're not married. And so, and I said, it's not like, it's not a thing where, because the one guy was like, oh, you want to know, well, why don't they have it? I said, well, shit happens. I may not have it. I may just pay tuition.
Yeah. Right.
Something may have come up. You don't know what the reason is. But as my partner, as my man,
my man.
Or as your woman, if you need it, just to me, it shouldn't matter. It's a
and that's why you need your own account.
Because I guess with men who take that approach, they probably have been used before, so they're probably being cautious as to what happened to your money, or
if you're doing it all the time. If I'm just irresponsible and everything, I need you to take care of me, and you're paying all my bills, or you're just constant. That's not your thing. That's not what we do. And I'm just never have it. And every time you turn around, I'm just coming to you. If I have it, I'm pocketing it, and I'm just asking you for it. That's different. I'm not talking about in that situation. I'm saying if we're in this, and I need something, or you see that I need it, why not just do it?
Especially if you're in a long-term relationship. I'm not saying somebody that you just been dating a year or two, or whatever, but if we live together and you walk past my car